right, guys, I'm Wes Stratton. I know you've probably seen a bunch of our videos, but I am so excited to talk about my favorite product of them all. It's annuities. And I think of all of our little products, like our Medicare products, as like little tiny, like little crumbs. We're getting these little crumbs and that lead to our prize, and that's the annuity. This product is awesome. And it is one of our core products. Again, we are health, wealth, and life insurance. So wealth, this is your wealth product. And what I'm here to tell you guys is this stuff is not difficult. And the reason why you're not selling them is because no one mentored you, trained, and coached you how to sell them. They're not tough. And we're going to go over high level about how we're going to talk about kind of how you position this product, who you talk to. Guess who you talk to? It's your current clients, the people you're sitting down with every single day. Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, and life insurance. I don't want you to do anything different with your marketing to find annuity clients. You just have to ask the right questions. We're going to show you those questions to ask and what time you ask those questions in your presentation and in the flow of that connection. But annuities are such a great product for your clients because they're looking for a conservative investment. They don't want to play this rat race, yo-yo game of the market. What you do is you come in and you preserve their retirement accounts so it never goes down. So you're building this place of safety for your clients. Some people say, "Hey, what do you do with your safe money?" They put a question mark above their head. What is safe money? You provide safe money to your clients. That we don't have these kind of crazy ups and downs of the market. You now can protect and preserve their retirement accounts, their IRAs, their money on the sideline, and just focus on doing one of those, going straight up growth. So let's jump into it. Other than the fact that our clients, it's great. It's a great product for our clients. This is, I'm not joking, where you are going to double your income this year by adding this product and by not changing anything with your marketing. Do what you're doing now. Just ask the right questions. This is where you're making, I'm not joking, $10,000, let's say, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $30,000. I have an agent right now who's selling one who's going to make $150,000 on one sale, just with those same clients. So you will double your income by adding this product and talking to your clients about their investment accounts. I have a question for you. If you're not selling annuities, why? Why are you not selling annuities? And what we find the reason why is because agents just don't know how to do it. They haven't been coached and trained on how to do it. So we want to be that trainer, that coach. And I'll tell you guys, for me, for the agents at ABS, you know what's so great about it? None of our clients have ever lost a penny with annuities. You can be that same person too. You can protect and preserve. I keep saying that because I want you to say that to people. You can protect and preserve people's retirement accounts, and none of your clients, none of my clients ever lose a penny. None of my clients have lost any money with annuities. The other thing that we hear from agents is that they think it's too confusing or it's too difficult. Well, let me tell you, it's not too difficult. It's not too confusing. It's actually very simple. Just wait. We're gonna get into how this stuff works. We have a few rules that you need to adhere to. The number one rule, well, the first rule is do not judge a book by its cover. So we have this dilapidated house. Let me tell you, one of our clients that we sold recently was in a house just like this, and you would never assume by going into the house that they had any investment accounts. But I'm not joking. It was a house very similar to this. Their retirement accounts and their investment accounts, they had $1.8 million in there. We sold a nice annuity. I made a great commission. And I want you to do this, guys. you never assume, because you do not know when you are going to find your next golden egg. I talked to an agent yesterday that I trained on this. Same exact situation. He's like, I left a house that was dilapidated. It was in a kind of a bad part of town, and I found $250,000. He's going to write a nice annuity and make a nice commission check. Guys, do this. Every person you talk to, like I said, do not change your marketing. What I want you to do is just ask the right questions, because you never know when you're going to come across that golden egg. And what we find is that 1 in 10 to 1 in 8 sit-downs, whether it be Medicare or life insurance, we're finding money. So don't assume. Ask the right questions. Let's talk about the annuities that are out there. And again, we love annuities because they're a safe investment. But these are the 3 types that are out there. We have variable annuities, and you need to have a securities license to do that one. We're not doing variable annuities, and they can be a risky investment. There's immediate annuities. That means that you are immediately taking income off of it. There's a deferred annuity. That means you're just deferring income off of it. Then there are fixed index annuities. That's what we focus on. We're not really doing it immediate or deferred annuities. We clearly can't do a variable annuity because most of our agents are not, they're not securities licensed. We're doing fixed index annuities. And it's a cool product in that you get to participate in the market. We are putting our money into some type of index like the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. There's some other ones that are really good. And what's great is that the money never goes down. So we get to participate in the market without any downturn. Let's just kind of rehash on that. What is a fixed index annuity? It's a type of retirement investment product that offered by insurance companies. It provides a combination of principal protection and potential for growth. So again, that's such a cool concept. That we can preserve their principal and we get to go up. Very, very cool. And this is very cool. One of the things that our seniors and our clients are so worried about is outliving their money, outliving their income. And what you can do is you can help that when you put that money into an annuity, you can help the money grow, and then you can provide lifetime income. So they never, ever outlive their income. Some really, really cool key features here. With all of our annuities, we have a minimum guaranteed interest rate. So that means if the market's going down, your client still makes money. We offer principal protection and downside risk management. So again, we never lose money in the market. We never lose money with an annuity. The annuity grows tax deferred. So a lot of people, they might have money in a CD or an IRA. They have to pay taxes on the growth every single year. Your money in your annuity, they don't have to pay taxes every year. That's really cool. You're lessening the tax burden. Very, very cool. We also have some cool income options, living benefits, like long-term care. You can't call it long-term care, but you could use it to pay for long-term care. And we'll talk more about that as we get more connected. Very, very cool thing we can do with these products is that it avoids probate. So I talked to a client here recently that one of their family members passed away, and they had, right before they got the family member passed away, they had a lot of family turmoil. Well, when that family member passed away, all of their assets went into probate. Houses, real estate, investments, it's all in probate. And the courts are going to decide what happens to all that. Well, guess what you can do with your annuity? It avoids all of that. So you can get out of any family mess, any family risk, and you pick the beneficiary. It skips all the probate, goes directly to your beneficiary. Very, very cool. Okay, let's talk about suitable candidates. I told you, do not change your marketing. This is for your current clients. So let's talk about who we're doing. Your current Medicare clients. Conservative investors. You have people who just do not like risk. They've got burned by market downturn before. I helped a client recently with an annuity who got dinged during COVID and lost like 35% in 1 year. They're like, I can't play the roller coaster. Conservative investors. People who want growth and they want to take risk off the table. People who are getting dinged with taxes. I helped a client recently who had a CD, and he's like, you know, I have to fill out a 1099 every single year on the gains I make with that. I'm like, well, guess what? I'm going to beat your CD. I'm going to kick its butt, and you don't have to pay taxes. And he's like, hey, here's my money. People who are concerned about outliving their savings. So you have a lot of people. That's one of our top concerns by our seniors, that they are going to outlive their savings. So you can put them in a product that will say, hey, you're never going to be in a place where you're going to outlive your savings. You have lifetime income. This is one of my favorite candidates, people who are nearing retirement or retirees. So one of our strategies to find people is T65 marketing. So your people who are aging into Medicare, they might have had a 401k they've been sitting on for 30 years, and they don't have an advisor that's telling them what to do with that money. So when you're sitting down with that client that's turning 65, that's a great time to say, hey, tell me about your retirement account. I also protect and preserve people's retirement accounts, and none of my clients have ever lost a penny. Let's talk about the money to roll. We're going to go deeper into this as you get contracted with us about the types of money and where we're seeing the money. We got 401ks. We have existing annuities. I'm working on one right now, a really nice one that the person had an annuity they bought 15 years ago, and they did just so on it. Well, let's get you into one now because the interest rates are so much higher, because these annuities are better than they were before. Let's just get you into a new one. So that's a very simple one. You'll find people who have had annuities for years. Let's get you into a better annuity. 403Bs, those are from teachers, IRAs, Roth IRAs. I have a client who just keeps cash in her safety deposit box at the bank. So we're using that cash to fund an annuity. TSPs, those are for federal employees. CDs, when I see a CD, I'm like, it's go time, because we're going to beat that interest rate. We kick CDs butts. Even as interest rates are high, we're still going to beat these CDs. You'll see people who have money in savings that's just sitting there. They don't realize that they are losing to inflation and their interest rate is low. So if you see a bunch of money in savings, hey, let's figure out how we can help that money grow. Inheritance. You'll find people who have money who they just inherited by losing a family member, and they get this windfall. That's a great situation. Settlements. You have people. I have a client who just sold their business and they got paid $400,000. What do I do with that money? Well, let's grow that money. Let's protect, preserve, and grow that thing like never before. Let's talk about the two areas that we have money. We have qualified money and we have unqualified money. Qualified means that they get special tax qualifications. And we'll go a little bit more in training on that, but it's those qualified retirement accounts like 401ks, 403Bs, existing annuities, TSPs, Roth IRAs, that's qualified money. There's special tax benefits they have in that situation. Unqualified money, it's just money on the sidelines they have in cash and CDs and settlements, inheritance, savings, etc. So just to kind of make sure you understand, qualified money are those qualified retirement accounts. Unqualified money is just money they have on the sidelines that's not in a qualified retirement account. Let's talk about suitability. So when you come across money, I want you to understand these annuities are contracts, right? They're like a 7, 10, 14-year contract. So you're going to put the money into this contract for this amount of time. You get all these great benefits. I talked about them before, about not, tax deferral, avoiding probate, not losing money, focusing on growth. But in exchange for that, we are, the money's in that contract for a certain amount of years. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that that product is suitable for our clients. That it's okay if we put the money into that annuity for 7, 10, 14 years. And suitability just means that, hey, does this thing make sense for our client? Are we going to lock all that money up for that amount of years in exchange for all these great benefits? So what we're doing is we're going through a profile for that client and making sure that if they have, let's say, for example, they have $100,000, we're not taking the whole $100,000. We're taking typically about 50% of that, $50,000. So that's suitability in a nutshell. I'm going to build confidence in you guys, and you're going to be excited because you guys are the best deal in town. So look, we are insurance agents, right? We insure against risk. There is risk with their existing retirement account or their investments. The risk is that it participates in the market and it goes down, right? There's other risk that if they have their money with their financial advisor, they got all these fees, they got all these hidden fees and things like that. With you, there's no risk, there's no fee, and there's no worry because all you are doing is you're focusing on growth. You're taking their money, you're taking risk off the table, and you're focusing on growth, and you're doing it without any fees. The broker, the person who's working down the street at Edward Jones or maybe some financial advisor, they have fees. I've seen fees as high as 5%, but they're typically going to be between 1 to 5%. So if the market goes up or it goes down, your client's getting charged a fee. So look, take some money off the table and put it into a safe investment. There's also hidden fees. There's hidden fees that brokers can charge that your client doesn't even know about. And that they add up, especially when we have a few years of down market. Again, I talked about it. Your clients, they don't want risk. As they get older, they want to take risk off the table. With their financial advisor, they have risk, right? So let's take the risk off the table. And I'll tell you, I talk to so many clients that they have so many concerns about the up and down in the market, and they're like, man, what's going to happen to my investment? Well, guess what? That's worry, and what you can do is take worry off the table. So you are the best deal in town. You are protecting their investment, and you're taking worry off the table. You're focusing on growth. You're taking off the down with no fees. All right, so let's just talk high level about how you sell an annuity. So I typically do it after I do my life insurance appointment or my Medicare appointment. And I just ask simple questions just some qualifying questions. You know, one of the things I might say after I do the Medicare or the life sale, you know, after I have trust and I have good rapport with that client, I'll say, hey, tell me what happened with that 401k you had from where you worked. I might ask the question when I first met them, like, hey, where'd you work? I'll say, what'd you do with that 401k? Or I might say, hey, I also help out with retirement accounts. Tell me about what you do, what you do with that situation. And I'll tell you, do not be afraid to ask these questions because 90% of the time, your client is going to tell you what they have in that situation. So just ask these questions, like, hey, tell me what you have, and do you have a 401k or an IRA, or tell me about what's going on with your investments, and your client will tell you. It's not often when I see a client that says, no, I'm not going to tell you. The next step is run an illustration, and we're going ground level stuff. There's some stuff here we want to show you about the illustration when you get contracted and you work with us. The illustration is going to do the work. It's going to show that your client never loses money. We're focusing on growth. We want to show you how to present the illustration properly. What I like to do is ask these questions, find out what's going on with those accounts, and then I like to come back at a later appointment to make the sale. So I'm not doing it when I do my Medicare or life sale. I'm finding some of these questions, and then I'm coming back at a separate appointment to go over the illustration with them and make the case about why they needed to have an annuity. We will help you out with running illustrations. We'll explain them to you. Illustrations are going to be your best friend. I will tell you, when I present properly, My closing ratio is very, very high. The application, we're going to go over that when you get set up. Again, this is kind of a 1.0 training, and then we're going to go deeper with you guys once you're contracted, and then we're going to talk to you about how to transfer the funds. So we have a little bit of a process here, step 1 through 5. If you can do Medicare and you can do life insurance, you can do annuities. I want you guys to become artists. I want to unleash the inner artist in you. And I'm kind of joking here, but I'm telling you, when I sit down with people, I have gotten so good at drawing money bags, and I want you guys to become good at it too. So what I tell people is when I find their money, I tell them, this is what I do. I draw a money bag. And I say, when you have money in an investment, the money can do one of 3 things. It can increase, it can decrease, or it can stay the same. And I draw that money bag, I draw 3 arrows, and I ask them, if you could get rid of one of those, what would it be? And I make them cross out the decrease. And I tell them that's what we're going to do. That's what I do, is I protect, I preserve. And I make sure, I protect, I preserve people's retirement accounts, and none of my clients have ever lost any money. We're going to focus on 1 and 2. We're going to make sure that you're growing your money, and when we have market downturn, we're going to make sure you're not losing money. So I make them take off that decrease. Wrapping it up, guys. We went through a lot of stuff, and again, what we find that the reason why agents aren't selling it is they find it's too complicated and that they don't have a good mentor. So what we want to do is we want to get you contracted, and then on your first few sales, we want to do a virtual sale with you. So when you find money, we want to be on your team and help you make that sale. So what we do is I'll do the presentation on Zoom with you and your client. We've done it all over the country, and then we'll do a commission split. So you get paid 70%, ABS gets paid 30%. You can see how that flow goes. You can see how I present. You probably only need like 1 or 2 of them before you understand the process, you understand how to present, and then you can take it from there. So we only do that, we do it as much as you need, but typically it only takes like 1, 2, maybe 3 presentations before you really get it. So that's something we want to do is to come alongside you to make sure that you see how that conversation goes. Find the money. You're going to find there's money everywhere. You're going to be so happy and so surprised by having these conversations with your clients, the amount of money you find out there. Do that first appointment with us, maybe 1 to 3 appointments with us. We'll help you make the sale. We'll split it. You'll get it, and then you'll be on your way. All right, guys, just know that there is some more to this training. We don't have a lot more, but we want to show you how to go through an illustration. We want to make illustrations for you. We wanted to go kind of a 2.0 level 2.0 level training, but this is just the foundation. Really was to tell you it's not tough, to give you the key components of annuities, to let you know that you're leaving stupid money on the table by not offering this product, and that we just want to mentor you guys on how to do this product. Let me tell you something. At some point you thought Medicare was confusing. Probably thought life insurance was confusing, but you had a mentor that got you to that place that made you feel confident. I'm telling you, because I'm on the other side, that I sell Medicare, life insurance, annuities, and all the ancillary products that go along with all those products. Annuities are not tough, and you're sitting on a ton of money, and you just have to talk about this stuff, and you already have the connection with that client. Add this product to what you're doing, and I'm not joking, you're going to double, triple your income this year, and I don't want you to change anything with your marketing. So reach out. We want to help you guys out with this and really help you grow. Thanks, guys.